Libra, hi, this is your reading for the next 7 days from Jane from Divine Real. So let's get straight to it for you. I'm going to go top and bottom of the deck. Oh, well, that one came out, so we will have that one. So some sort of honest message and using your intuition about that. Ooh, and what was... Oh, 2 cards, wow. All right, so some sort of... you might just be looking at options now, maybe even looking on social media to find out, you know, some truths and all of that as you look at your options. So current energies for Libra. And I just did start a reading there, just so you know. I did start a reading there before. I had to redo it, but it was about... The first 2 cards were about the Chariot and the Sun card. So it was all about driving it forward no matter what's going on unconsciously. And there's some sort of success about that when you're driving it forward willfully and being sort of that power in your own, you know, movement and drive kind of thing. So yeah, so that was that as well. So with current energy, there's some sort of burdens here. It's 10 though, so it's some sort of completion with that. So let's see what's going on. Idea, manifesting what you want in the world. So lovely. Some sort of making a judgment call for your own soul pathway, really, you know, based on everything that you've learned so far. Yeah, for your higher purpose kind of thing, your higher movement forward in a soul sort of way, and the universe will conspire in your favour. It looks like some sort of heartache, and you know, where someone was juggling things as well, didn't know which way to go, or what world they were in, you know, as they were sort of covered in heartache, dealing with heartache. There's some sort of letting that go now, letting it go and moving to pastures new. Could talk about travel as well, that. Yeah, either someone was doing a Balance.New, which created heartache, or it's sort of been in between 2 worlds as you think, do I focus on that person who I'm heartbreaking about, or do I move forward? So it's like it's sort of letting go about that. Obviously take what resonates in your own world. Yeah, so there's been some sort of going through a tower moment, you know, because of toxic energy or toxic behaviours, where there's some sort of driving it forward no matter what's going on unconsciously now, and keeping an open mind as you know, things are going to be positive, but you might be currently going through that kind of you know, something toxic, you know, thinking toxic, the feeling of that there's a connection with that person, but it was toxic. Do you know what I mean? Toxic bonds. But keeping an open mind, driving forward no matter, and it's going to be positive. There you go. All right. And funnily enough, there's those 2 cards again from what started in the other reading there. So, you know, really it seems to be driving it forward no matter what you think and what you're feeling inside, and it is going to be positive. All right. So that's that. I'm going to keep those on the top. And there's this one. Yeah, so it's like, again, you know, that drive forward. Well, that's what these do, these wands. This 8 of Wands, it's like it's like I'm going that way, and I'm going for it, you know. And these are like sort of like as if you're pinpointing them with darts. That's what you're doing. And so there's lots of like mojo in this and drive, really. It can talk about some sort of passionate message towards something as well, so just bear that in mind. Anything else in the current energies for Libra? Oh wow, so there's some sort of strong connection. There might be you know, this can be like a marriage card. It's about, you know, you've worked really hard, so it's time to celebrate. It is typically called the 1111 card, which can be very, very strong connections. You know, some say divine connections. This channel is Divine Real, so we do talk a little bit about, you know, when we do the work and the person, you know, would align with another person who's done the work. It can be divine connections, really, you know, something really deep and strong. And that is in the current energy as well. Anything else for Libra in the current energy? Well, lots of swords energy, so lots of thinking energy here. and something about conflict where, you know, there's probably a need to listen, really, more listening, but it's so, you know, overthinking, too much overthinking about this conflict, and also wanting to like cut out the BS with it. And you know, it's like you've seen and done all the BS, and it's cutting it out and keeping it truthful. But again, there's lots of thinking here going on, which could be part of that, the devil energy, really. You know, it can stop us from moving, but it isn't stopping you from moving, because you've got that Chariot card. And that's the thing that's going to be really positive for you to keep moving, no matter what's going on. So, anything else in the current energy for Libra? I'm not going to take all those, actually, it's too many. But the one card that came up was some sort of honest communication, like a Knight of Swords is some sort of, yeah, honest, impulsive, maybe, honest communication there. Okay, well, there's some sort of a decision in love to be made here. I mean, I can kind of see that from this. It's like, you know, there could be a balance of, like, you know, because it's to do with heart and letting go, it's like the old versus the new here, sort of thing, you know. And yeah, and it's like letting go of that, what was before, letting go of the hurt. So there's still, are we letting go of the hurt, or we're letting go of the person and moving forward, a new kind of thing. But you know, the new could be with the old if we let go of it, or the new could be with the new if we let go of it and them. So there is a decision to be made in love. And again, I can say there's too much thinking again, lots of think and it's, you know, it's thinking you're stuck when you aren't. Because if you move, it's some sort of like alignment here, divine alignment, good decisions create good fortune. So it's saying, you know, keep moving. That's like to say that Chariot card is all about movement, and that was connected to the most positive card in the deck. And that's what it's saying here is keep moving. You aren't stuck, even though you think you might be. And that's going to be good decisions create good fortune. It's all about, you know, it's moving it to this divine alignment kind of thing, a more aligned way. All right, so that's hopefully that will resonate with some people out there. Anything else in the current energy for Libra? Oh, what was that? Oh well, it may come out again now. Current energies. Oh, there it was. Okay, and again, sort of trying to find out information, you know, keeping it more Swords energy, wanting to know the truth, you know, looking on social media, trying to find the truth that way, and all of that. And that might help with your decision making, really. Okay, so I hope that helps. That's the current energy that we're seeing there. And yeah, it just seems to be, again, you know, there's a lot of major arcanas, like that is for like your upgrade living, you know, alignment to something better. So it is a decision to be made. Okay, future energies coming towards, okay, manifesting what you want. Future energies coming towards Libra. So this is, you know, you've got, it's like you've got all the tools. We've got all the tools. This guy's pointing to the, you know, from the sky and bringing it into earth, really, you know, from the ethereal to the terrestrial kind of thing. And he, you know, he's being a good, you may be someone who's really good at manifesting what you want in the world, really. Slightly different when you're dealing with people, because everyone's got their own free will. But there you go. Well, apparently. And going within for more wisdom. Yeah, and this is like saying, look, the lies just brought betrayal energy, you know. And I mean, look, there's no more swords going in that back. I always think this, people can, you know, metaphorically die, really, by all of these hurts. Just, you know, take something to get back up again, you know. And so it's like something stable is needed, and that's what's working, you know. It's, there might be a realization there that lies just brought betrayal, it didn't help, and there's a need for stability now, and that's that going within for more wisdom on that. Actually, I will clarify as well, though, but that's kind of the message I'm getting so far on that. We will clarify, though, because I'm not doing extended reads at the minute as well, so I will try and give you a bit more if I can. So this is, yeah, loving you. It's like loving you, your own wish for what's your own wish fulfillment, keeping the higher ground. You know, this guy's he's at the top of the mountain, and people want a piece of him, you know, and it's like he's maintaining that higher ground really, as he looks for more perspectives. With tenacity, he'll still make it be strong, and you know, sometimes actually like a judge in a courtroom as well, sometimes taking the emotions out of it perhaps too much. But this is you in your element. Sorry, I said, yeah, this is you in the you know, you're an air sign, so it's funny, there was a lot of air in your energy with the sword, so it is more your element, isn't it, the sword's energy. So, but yeah, but something, you know, new perspectives, maintaining the high ground and loving you, and thinking about your wish fulfillment, you know, in your, you know, standing strong in your power as well would be really positive. I'll clarify as well a little bit on that one. What's these ones? Oh, right. So yeah, so this tower moment that you're going through, it's again, even in the very near future energy coming, it's still around, and it's still, you know, you're driving it forward through it, which is very positive to see, no matter what's going on unconsciously with that tower. Because, you know, the towers are as tough as they can be. It can be, you know, a little bit chaos, or a huge bit of chaos, or sometimes like in a good feeling way, even where someone might tell you they like you more than you realize, and that's like, oof, that's not as, you know, that's like getting you in line and with something. So what was needed to fall and what could be, you know, can be built, sort of thing. So you're driving through what is, you know, and what will be still that tower moment in the very near future. So anything else in the coming energies for Libra? Alright, well listen, let's clarify. At the moment we'll clarify this one here. So it looks like, you know, what the lies and deceit brought betrayal, but there's a need for strength and stability, and it's so that's talking about someone that you could be missing, or they're missing you. I've just seen a notification. It's from Serendipity Twin Flame Tarot, saying that, oh, Katie, what was it saying about, well, it looks like it's aligning anyway, you know, someone thought they were better off doing something else and now they want to be back, kind of thing. I can't remember what the word said, but it came up as I saw this, so I just wanted you to bear that in mind, just in case. So yes, some sort of missing energy now. You're missing them, or they're missing you. You know, there's like, so there's a need for stability if you were to come back with this person, because this can be about a reconciliation as well. You know, lots of love. Anything else can you tell us on that to help for Libra? Well, it didn't come out. If it wants to come out, it will. Oh, yeah, so some sort of solid new beginning could happen if, you know, if it can be right, because if it's not right, it's wrong, yeah. So, definitely if it's something that can come from true stability, you know, which obviously means no lies. Yeah, could be a really lovely, I mean, we've just seen the Ace of Pentacles there, and there's the Ace of Cups, so a loving, stable beginning is needed for someone that you're missing, or they're missing you. Yeah, it's clarified again with the Ten of Swords. There was a lot of betrayal in this, isn't there? Wasn't there? See, it's still in the energy. It still seems to be still raw. But it was a strong connection, and I mean, why is it? I can't understand why people do that. It's such a lovely connection, and then it gets effed up with lies and betrayal. There's some sort of solid, it's, you know, solid, slow moving offer towards somebody here, or a wish to do that, to make it stable. Yeah, and it is about someone who you're missing, or they are. Well, that's so clear that. So do you want to tell us more about this driving forward because of this Tower moment? It makes sense. Oh yeah, they just want to fall out on this, don't they? Yeah, someone who is juggling. There's a need for honest communication, something, you know, with use your intuition. If you want a solid beginning, go in for more wisdom. It potentially could be like the ten of Pentacles. If you have a new, you know, if it's a new solid beginning, it potentially could be that 10 out of 10, 2.2 kids, you know, the stable, financially healthy, wealthy, loving connection with somebody else. It is something that looks like you've worked for. Yeah, use your intuition. There's some sort of like, oh God, which way do I go? And there is a need for communication with this as well. But yeah. All right. But you know, this is also lots of there's lots of pentacles in this raid, so it could be about using your wisdom for, you know, for more success with finance success as well. Use your intuition. There could be a lot of juggling, like different projects, like and all of that, you know. So communication could be really important here. Going within for more wisdom, for more solid, you know, more solid financial success, if you know what I mean, as well. So driving that forward. If anyone's had some sort of, you know, sort of job being lost, or, you know, perhaps illness and that stop work, COVID, you know, anything like that. So there's that, because there are a lot of pentacles in this read, and that's, yeah, that could be about that as well. All right, so and I've just seen this card turned as well. So yeah, so as well, and the love, respect, it could be that someone chose to leave someone out in the cold. It's like they've chosen to keep this outside in the cold. It's a lovely warm church there. It can also be that some sort of impoverished life, you know, can be losing that financial stability and all of that, so having to drive through that and get past that as well. But as I say earlier, remember that driving past things, it's going to bring the sunshine card, and the sun card, as we speak, is in this part of the reading here as well. So can you give us more clarification on this one? Right, so it could be new perspectives about a fast-moving message. This could be about someone who you or someone else is heartbroken about, who was left out, you or them were left out in the cold, where you worked really hard and just tired now. Those, if like, do I give up? You know, it's like currently this missed opportunity, and you wouldn't feel lethargic and fed up about all of that, you know. So that this is what's going on. There could be some sort of fast-moving message toward you or to them, and it's you know, it's like saying, keeping the love in you kind of energy, keep the high ground, look at new perspectives, come from some sort of honesty, don't take any messing, do you know what I mean? Even if it means taking the emotions out of it, something might be really positive about this. Interesting, said Yoda. Right, okay, so we'll go. I don't know why I get these deaf little voices every now and again. Dear me. Right, so as I say, I'm not doing extended reads at the moment, so I'm going to say for betterment, Libra. What would that be for you? I'll go towards just two queens here. Right, it looks like you could like, I think we didn't we have a yeah, we had like a decision in love thing, didn't we, in the present? So you know, you could be dealing with some sort of fire energy, and earth energy here. So it's supposed to be 2 queens. So don't get caught up in genders if you're male or female. It's just the more feminine aspects of, you know, we've all got all of them. So but yeah, so there could be like making an offer, making a true offer, keeping an open mind, making an offer for who you want to be in that connection with. So oh, what else is here? Oh, there's something else turned over. As you heal, it's in heal as well, heal at the same time. Okay. Or it could be, some of you could be actually same, you know, 2 females here as well, where one of you is, you know, being dynamic in that Queen of Wands and wanting to give a loving offer to someone who's very earthy or successful, like financially stable, caring, sharing kind of thing, keeping an open mind. Could be that as well. So, all right. Anything else is for betterment for Libra? Yeah, bring it. Oh, well, this is you in your power. Be in your power, Libra. And I think I've said this. I thought, when did I say this? In the Cancer reading, I feel like star signs are becoming more in their own elements. You know, like, for instance, you know, instead of the opposite, they see who your opposite sign is. Like I was saying, for Cancer, their opposite sign is Capricorn, and Capricorn was getting sort of all the loving sort of messages before, and Cancer were more about material, but it's like gone the other way around now. Capricorn's more coming back in their element of their own stability in the world kind of thing, whereas Cancers are connecting more to their emotions, which is, you know, huge, isn't it, when they do. So, and I think this is, I feel like this is the same for you. It's like coming back into justice, fairness, balance, and that is you, Libra, in your full element. And I think when we do that, and I've had this a lot for you actually, coming into your element, and maybe there's been a need for that for others as well. But, and I do think when we're all in our proper elements, it helps the world as well, because we're strong when we're now, isn't it? It's showing your power. So yeah, so as you heal, there's a need for balance. Suggestion is some sort of loving offer with the 2 of Cups. And before we go though, can you clarify this Queen of Pentacles? It still seems like there could be some sort of you know, which way decision to be made, which way do I go kind of thing. So okay, so maintain the higher ground. Maintain the high ground for stability. Anything else? So this Queen of Pentacles could be healing as well, and looking for some sort of commitment. And the Ten of Pentacles, really, you know, it could be really successful. You know, it looks like they're healing from something as well. What about this Queen of Wands? And that can be the very attractive, you know, lustful connection as well. That tends to be what a Queen of Wands is. Very dynamic, intuitive, very much very much love themselves, and very creative, and go do it, you know. So this is where there could be a need for communication, different perspectives. This could be the energy that you're actually missing at the moment. Let's find out more. What tell us more about this Queen of Wands energy. Well, it could be someone's burdened about, you know, what they see as their, it's like they've worked really hard to be in that Emperor energy. The Emperor energy is like the divine masculine energy, all the kings rolled into one. There's some sort of burdens about that. Worked really hard. I've worked really hard. And it is paying off, and there's a need to ask for help as well. But tell us more. And there's a need for perspectives, and and some sort of honesty and clarity as well. Can you tell us more about this Queen of Wands? So walking away from things that don't serve. Yeah. Missing them though. We want to passionately begin with them. But it's some sort of like juggling thing though, or in between two worlds. Do I go? It's like here, look. It could be like, do I go that way or that way? But there's some sort of missing energy about this. It's like new perspectives needed for honesty, or honest beginnings as well. Think something that's honest, you know. Missing them, yeah, letting go. But it's like, which way do I go here? Oh, see if anything else for you. Anything else about this Queen of Wands energy? It's a very strong connection. Very strong connection. Patience could be needed. It looks like you're manifesting this in whether you think you are or not. It's like something where you've worked really hard for this. Yeah, it's a strong connection, and you're missing them, aren't you? Or they're missing you. Yeah, and have patience. Have patience about this. It's a deep connection. It could be your like divine connection really as well. But there has been, it's like, has been a bit of a juggling, balancing act with it, and there's a walking away for things that don't serve, but you're missing each other. There's a lots of love here. It's like someone's worked hard to step it up and be the emperor as well, you know, be the true energy that they need to be, and the burdened perhaps, and there's that need for perspectives. Yeah, there you go. I hope that helps anybody out there. Take what resonates, obviously, and leave the rest. But yeah, so there's decision in love to be made, looks like, and be in your power as a Libra with balance, justice, fairness, balance, honesty, all of that. Okay, I hope that helps. Take care, Libra. See you next week. Bye.